Recently we tested plug-in solar and we successfully reduced the energy bills. But the problem is we've got no help when the sun's not shining. So this whole DIY approach is starting to get a little out of hand. This is the EcoFlow STREAM Ultra, a battery system that you tie into your home's electrical grid. And it's touted to pay for itself within a few years. So first, let's run the numbers. The panels we installed last time are generating me over 11 kilowatts every single day. That's £3.44 to buy from the grid. Literally a Domino's pizza every 4 days it's sunny. But the issue is, when it's sunny, these 4 panels generate more energy than I can use at any one time in the house. That's some food for thought. Although the Stream system we installed in the last video has brought my energy costs down, it's still sending everything I don't use back out to the grid for my neighbours to use. And I don't want that, gosh darn it. Let's try and fix this today and talk more about some plug-in battery storage. Now this is the STREAM Ultra, and it can get a little bit confusing because it seems too good to be true, so hear me out. This is basically a huge battery bank with a bunch of party tricks. And similar to a power station, it can be charged and used to power devices via the sockets on the back. But the main party trick is this special port here that you can use to connect it to a standard wall outlet. So now I have just shy of 2 kilowatts of battery storage connected directly into my home's electrical grid, and it also has some solar ports on the back. But wait, we're not quite finished yet. This is the EcoFlow Shelly smart meter, and it's optional, but you'll see how this complements the entire system in a little while. This is designed to fit inside the consumer unit to measure your home's energy usage via this little clamp you put round your incoming supply. I've installed mine in a different place due to fitment constraints, but the premise is the same. We'll come back to this later because it's important. So I've taken the solar outputs from the Stream and piped them in here to the STREAM Ultra. And then, the same as last time, we can take this bi-directional cable and connect it to, this time, our battery system. And much the same as the Stream setup before, in the app, we can see the solar panels are generating power, but this time they're charging the battery. But now if we take a look at my in-home display, we can see that my panels aren't helping at all. My house is pulling just shy of 490, and all that solar power is just charging the battery. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. To use this power without the Shelly smart meter, we have to go in and set up a base load or schedules, and that can be done in here. So we can set now, let's say, the base load of our house, and as you can see, we're now generating 1.3 kilowatts of solar, and with that we're charging the battery at 800 watts and delivering that 490 to the house. And just like that, bam, my energy usage has basically dropped to nothing. We could increase this to 500 watts, send this out of the battery, and now hopefully this 11 should turn to a 1. So yeah, we now have DIY plug-in battery storage and standalone inverters that take a minute to install. What a time to be alive. But let's leave this for a week to see what sort of an impact it's going to have on my electricity bills. So a week of hot weather, and I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed. But let's go back to that smart meter for a quick second, because to be honest, this is where it gets a little bit magical. This is simply measuring the entire usage of my house and reporting it back to the battery. But Alex, why would that be useful? By changing the mode in the app to smart meter monitoring, the system knows exactly how much power to provide to the house. So basically you use nothing from the grid or feed any electricity back. For example, if I was to turn on the kitchen TV, you can see my home's usage quickly jump up in the app, but then the battery quickly reacts to take care of the load. leaving my grid usage at completely nothing. And I can't stress how much of a game changer that is. Before we look at what the STREAM Ultra has done to my energy bills, again, what's the difference here between the STREAM Ultra and the STREAM microinverter that we installed before? Well, we're not wasting any generation. Everything I'm not using is just stored in the battery to be used later, to infill when the sun is shaded or not shining at all. So that means basically free energy all day, right? Well, not exactly. Let's go and look at the numbers. So I've pulled my data from my energy provider so we can compare what it was like before and after adding the battery. And remember, this is on top of the solar panel and microinverter we installed last month. So in simple terms, adding the batteries reduced my energy bills by about 50% odd. That figure's coming from an average usage of around 21 kilowatt hours per day, which has now gone down to 11.4 kilowatt hours usage from the grid after adding the battery. And that in of itself is the reason you'd add a battery storage to an existing solar setup, or the reason you want one entirely in the first place. Instead of my panels generating more than the house is demanding and sending the rest back to the grid, the savings come from storing that energy and using it when the house needs it, or when the sun isn't shining, or in the evening. Now, based on the first few admittedly very sunny days, the system is saving me about £14 per week. Now, I know it's not sunny all year. We need some longer term data to see how long this is going to take to pay back, but I'm estimating here around 2 years. Now, I also get cheaper electricity overnight, so I'm charging the STREAM Ultra's battery overnight on my cheaper electricity rates, and then discharging that power when my daytime rate begins. So even if you can't install solar panels, getting a battery like this can save you money by buying electricity when it's cheap and discharging it when it's more expensive. So that just leaves one question. What am I going to do with the previous STREAM microinverter that I was using before? Well, I'm still using it, plugged into my home's electrical grid alongside the Ultra battery that's in the loft. Now, the system works intelligently together to manage your home's electricity demand. So this is currently pushing what these solar panels are providing into my house's electrical grid, which in turn is leaving more of the roof-mounted panels to charge the battery. So it's all helping towards charging the battery and bringing the overall energy costs down. Yes, if this stuff isn't installed correctly, it can be a little bit dangerous. You don't want to wire multiple microinverters up to the same circuit in your house. You can genuinely cause fires. But that's why this stuff is limited to a hard cap of, well, around 800 watts here in the UK. So the downside of putting a DIY system in like this is that 800 watt limit, where a proper solar installation doesn't have that limit. But to be fair, 800 watts is plenty for most people's energy demands, with just sucking a little bit from the grid. But there you guys have it. That's the STREAM system. It's insane, and I'd recommend you take a look at the links below. That's it.